So hey, welcome to OCRnR, where we review and redraw your original characters based on our bad taste. I'm RavenMoodle, your host and artist today, and here is my partner, codename Rook.
Howdy.
Episode 3. This episode will be stepping forward from shape language and moving on to silhouettes and posing.
Fun, exciting, crazy. We're really shifting it up from character design to character design, aren't we?
We're moving up in the world. The silhouette of a character is directly affected by their shape language, but we can't talk about that without talking about the importance of pose as well, because they're kind of the same. Silhouettes are crazy important when it comes to character design. If you're looking for advice, you'll always find people talking about silhouettes. But why? A dynamic silhouette makes your character more recognizable. Think about like the Who's That Pokemon game. When your character can be reduced to just a shadow and you can still tell who it is among a lineup of other characters, it increases the likelihood that people will recognize and remember that character.
Look at the boss design of pretty much any FromSoft game. If you were to take those characters, just paint them all black in like Microsoft Paint, you could probably tell who it is just based on their outfit, the way their body is drawn.
Yes. We talked about shape language in the last episode, and that is very important when we do silhouetting, but it's also just as important to play with different body types and posing. A good silhouette should ideally be fairly recognizable no matter what pose you're in, but having a muddled pose can definitely make that harder. The basics of posing comes down to the line of action. To make your character's pose and silhouette more fluid, dynamic, and clear, you would play with their line of action. It is, quote, an imaginary line that you can draw along the character's pose. Character's body, force, and weight flows along this line. If the line is clear, then so is the intent of the character. Having a stiff pin-up for your character is fine while you're still getting used to plotting their design and the color and whatnot. I do that sometimes too, just like standard arms out, standing still pose. But when you make a real reference, it pays to have expressive posing. This is used to convey a lot about the character and their personality.
Now, my personal preference when making front and back views like this is to treat them as proper character illustrations and try to give their poses a bit of actual personality.
You can have a fluid line of action without having an action pose as well.
A dynamic pose is a pose that has movement within it. Movement is not always literal. All poses, still ones included, have movement. This has movement. This is literal movement here. But even like somebody standing still, this also has movement, so non-literal. This person is standing still, this pose still has movement. The reason is because of the line of action.
Fun fact, even Miyazaki hates having stiff pin-up character references. He said that they remind him of dead bugs.
The very evocative image.
You know, like when you pin up bugs?
Yeah, I get you.
Where was I? If you want to experiment with silhouettes, it is fun. If you want to experiment with silhouettes, a fun and easy way I recommend is just doing a bunch of like silhouettes and seeing how seeing how distinct and crazy you can make them, like just small shadows, and seeing like what shapes you can add around the head for the hair and the body and such. And then try to develop a few of those into characters while keeping the extreme shapes.
You gotta see just how King DDD you can make your character.
King DDD.
King DDD.
Any questions, my fellow reviewer?
Oh, not on my end, no. I was really curious. I'm like, why are you asking an audience that can't respond? And then I realized you were talking to me.
Who are you asking?
Yeah, I was like, why would they be able to say anything?
If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below.
Oh boy.
The OC that I am bringing today is Jasper from my friend and artist Chubby Frog. Let me grab the reference real fast. Here he is.
He is here. Jasper.
Chubby says, quote, Jasper is as a self-centered brat who ran away from home in his teens and started... Oof, I punched my desk. Ran away from home in his teens and started thieving because he thought it'd be cool. He is too stubborn to admit his wrongdoings and will instead play up the idea that he did things wrong on purpose or because he doesn't care. He is much more comfortable with people hating him than he is with anyone showing him any kind of care or concern.
That's crazy, because if you told me nothing about this character, I feel like I could have given you the exact same I think I could have given the exact same description just based on their design and the little reference character sheet.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not saying he looks like a little shit, but he kind of looks like a little shit.
True. He doesn't have any, like, extreme shape language, but he still has lots of, like, good triangles and, like, jagged shapes on his design that I like. His pose is very, like, nonchalant and snarky, which, as you were saying, does convey the personality pretty well.
Yeah, also I think it might have something to do with the Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet haircut, maybe. Got the earring too, the little scar, little danglies on the boots.
He's got the sass.
He does look like he could fit directly into Treasure Planet. Whether or not that is a good thing depends on you.
I chose him because he was submitted with a little sketch page that has lots of very expressive doodles. And there's one with his arms crossed, which I feel like could be exaggerated a lot to be more clear. Like, would like push the shoulders out and like lean his back further back a little bit to make it like really over the top and make it like he's really sassy. I think his silhouette could be more distinct, but I think that can be very easily achieved with his coat, the way it flares out at the bottom. Just make it like jagged.
I think kind of based on his aesthetic, he looks like a character who's supposed to be grounded in reality. He looks like a human who hangs out with other humans, so it is a little bit harder to make a super distinct silhouette without going like really wacky on the outfit, which doesn't look like that's what Chewie was trying to do.
Yeah, I can't tell what time period he's in very well because he's got like the peasant shirt, but like people still wear those, so.
It kind of looks like a hoodie, but without the hood,
Mhm.
because it still has like the drawstrings and stuff around it.
But he's also got if you see the sleeves are like pulled up.
It's not a design choice that leads to the most interesting silhouettes unless you're really like gonna go ham with it. But I think for what it is, I think it's really good.
I agree. I like his backstory. I think it fits his design well. But I really like his colors also. His coat is fun. I have no like good reason as to why like they work together, but I think they look neat.
Another thing about the silhouette that I think this character has a lot of interesting stuff that just doesn't show up as well on a silhouette, like the little drawstrings. I think those are drawstrings around the boots, the scar on his forehead, the color of his eyes, which wouldn't really show up as well in a silhouette, but on an actual character design where you're just having a picture of them makes it look and pop a lot more.
Yeah, silhouette, it's like it's important, but it's not the only important thing. There's obviously, especially like color, like palettes, and like there's a lot to be done, but posing, I think this one has really good posing on the references. Why I chose him, because it conveys the personality very well, and it's got some really good like jagged lines around where his hair is and the collar of his shirt. So I think his shape language is good. I'm just gonna make it more exaggerated because I think it's fun. He's got a good example of good posing, especially with the sketch sheet. Very expressive posing over here.
His character design makes him look like he makes it fit the backstory that he is running with.
Very
I think
true
that's
as well.
Yeah, I think that's good.
It's very fitting for that's another very important thing, is that the design not feel too out of nowhere. But that's all I've got to say about Jasper. Your turn.
Okay, the character that I am bringing, Jarvis, I believe, by Dubook. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say that. I don't know if it's Dubook, I don't know, but it's D-U-B-U-K. It's Cowman, Cowboy.
I love him.
Another one where I don't know what the setting is, but if it were fantasy, I would not be surprised if this character was like a minotaur or something, or like a particularly like humanoid version of a minotaur. He's got the big hat, he's got the horns, he's got the floof.
He's friend-shaped.
Yeah, he's got the cow print. It's just a good character. They say that he always tries to, be positive and optimistic, but has a little bit of a messed up past, don't we all?
We've all been there.
Yeah, we all been there. And is very stubborn. Again, we all been there. And he's a cowboy. Stubborn as a cow. Not an actual saying, but yeah, I think it fits. And also has a pet pig, which is the most important part. Yeah. I don't know. He's fun. And I chose him because I think the outfits that he wears makes him a very distinct silhouette. Like his hat has 2 longhorns on him. His shirts have frills. He's wearing chaps.
I can't tell if the horns are part of his hat.
I think they are. They sit pretty high up, but also on the second picture, they bust through the hat.
Yeah.
So I can't say for certain.
I love him. He looks like a himbo. I like his hair because it's a mullet, but it fits him.
And also it has like the floof in a very good way where I'm just, that thought's going nowhere.
No, I know what you mean. In the second, reference picture that they sent, it is like mostly shaded in, but
Mhm.
like it's very shapely and it's recognizable. I really like this one actually.
But he's a character that I think if you took away everything from him but just had like the outline, you could still be like, oh, that's Jarvis. Thought it was a good fit.
I agree. I like that he like changes clothes a few times in the reference, but you can tell that it's the same character.
Mm-hmm. Mostly because the hat.
Yeah, it's even like a different hat, but it's still like that's him.
Mhm. And the facial hair, and, and the fact that he's built like a barn. You know,
It's built like a barn.
he is. He's built like his home because he is a cowman. Sorry,
Lives in a
cowboy.
barn.
Probably.
I like his design a lot.
He looks like he could eat hay and just be fine, so. Cows don't eat hay. What am I talking about? What do cows eat?
Yeah, they eat hay.
He looks like he could graze on a farm and still be like fully have like all the nutrition that he needs.
He
Words are hard.
grazes.
Yeah, he looks like he could just live in a pen and be like fully self-sufficient.
I mean, he looks like he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like
don't
how
know.
they draw faces. The chin is really nice.
Yeah. He has a very well defined and like angular face.
Mm-hmm. He's like broken down into really good shapes as well.
Hmm. I also really like his nose. He's got like a very big, very prominent nose, and it's good.
As he should. I love that for him.
Hmm.
I'm going to struggle a lot because cowboy hats the brims are so hard to draw.
Ooh.
Oofy.
Yeah. Not much to say that one, but oof.
I like his colors a lot too. The blue is really nice.
I really like that blue one a lot.
I like him a lot.
I think he's pretty cool.
Generally, no complaints about this design. This is just all really good.
None whatsoever. Good. It's a good man. It's a good boy.
And he's friend-shaped. He's just a sweet little man, and I love that for him. We can be best friends. Shake my hand.
We assume he's a sweet little man.
They said so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oops.
I like that he's a himbo. Himbo is peak character design.
He looks very dumb.
Well, if Country Boy is anything to go by.
He does have a brand on his arm that says Country Boy, and I hope that makes it into the art piece you're gonna do.
Country Boy, but spelled wrong.
Exactly.
County.
That's
He's so proud of it, though.
That's how you know he's a man of class, man of character.
Man of few brain cells. He could do no wrong, and I love him.
Well, let's raise our standards a little bit.
No.
Like, no, I love him.
Look at him. He's
I
a
am looking
rodeo
at him.
star.
He is.
He puts in that effort.
You're gonna love him a lot less when it comes time to draw that cowboy hat.
So true. This isn't correct, but it's okay.
Okay.
It'll be worth it. He has a
Okay.
heart of gold. He's a treasure, by
He is.
definition. He has a pet pig.
Yes.
I
Which I believe if you own a farm is not a pet pig, but just a pig.
I don't know if he has a farm or if he's just a rodeo.
He doesn't own a farm. He's just really into that farm lifestyle.
He just lives in a townhouse.
Yeah,
Townhouse cowboy.
he lives in the suburbs, has to commute out every day.
I like him, honestly. Great design. 10 out of 10. Another banger of a character design.
Put him on a bull.
Put him on a bull.
Put him on a bull, and the bull is like bucking, and he's like holding on, but his feet are like all the way up in the air, and it just happens to cut out of frame.
Yes, this would be an easy thing to draw.
Better yet, better idea. He is falling off the bull, and you can only see the feet, the one part that you don't have a reference for.
He's upside down.
Yeah. He's actively falling off the bull head first.
He's doing amazing.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's all we've got, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't have like an official way to wrap anything up, so I just wanted to like point out that the last episode got a very good reception, and I'm very appreciative of that support.
Yeah. If you're watching this, you're cool.
Oh, you're so cool, guys! Oh my god.
Yeah. If you're watching this, go out and buy a lottery ticket.
No,
Bye.
don't.
Buy 100.
Don't.
You're cool. Who knows? Nothing will go wrong.
This is untrue.
Go out and buy a lottery ticket. You're the main character of your own story. Do it. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Do
Oh,
it. Liquidate your assets. Invest in the lottery.
No, no, please.
What could go wrong?
Many.
Oh.
um, we'll probably be opening up submissions for OCs soon, like an email or something. So keep an eye out for that.
Hmm.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye. And scene.
And scene.